Joining me now, Miss America 1995, Heather Whitestone McCallum, and Miss America 1984, Suzette Charles. Thank you both for being here. So let me start with you, Suzette. I know that you say you read Cara's letter, you were shocked and appalled, but not surprised. Why not?
Not surprised because I've had some background on Gretchen. Gretchen has been bullying for a long time. Actually, she's bullied my sister here, Heather Whitestone. There were some incidents in the past that she's bullied. Our current office in Atlantic City, 5 people resigned in the office. The head of the foundation, which was a former Miss America, resigned. There were 2 Miss Americas on the board that resigned. There were 2 other state title holders that were fired suddenly. This person has taken no responsibility for the way she's treated our current Miss America. For Cara Mund to write a 5-page letter explaining through her year how she's been treated is appalling. And as a mother, Gretchen is a mother. What would she do if her own daughter were being bullied like that?
Cara's come out and said that the new leadership has made clear to her there's only one Miss America, and it isn't me. Said that all the major press was reserved for Gretchen, that the social media of Miss America was used to promote Gretchen, that she had 3 talking points she was given. Miss America's relevant, Gretchen started the Me Too movement, and Gretchen went to Stanford.
Absolutely. She hasn't given her any chance to stand up and speak. She's actually paid $10,000 to help her with media training, which she didn't need. She's a Brown graduate. She's a business graduate.
The reigning Miss America.
The reigning Miss America. So she has no problem convincing an audience on what her platform is. She hasn't been given a chance to even speak.
But Heather, when you were Miss America, did the head of the Miss America organization ever make media appearances? Sometimes they do that to provide cover for Miss America. You know, maybe it's something controversial like it was here. They don't want the reigning Miss America to take the heat.
When I was Miss America, I mean, I didn't have an issue with my boss. Like, for example, when we had an interview with the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., my boss let me have a big spot. I never had an issue like Cara had today, and it was shocking for me that Gretchen is not willing to say, you know, I really want Cara to sit next to me and have interview, you know, make appearance on the national media. You know, where is Miss America Cara? And this is not right.
But we should mention to the audience, you're Miss America, you are hearing impaired.
Right.
And have overcome that with great finesse and grace. But you, when you had the spotlight, were allowed to do media. You were the one out there. What did you make of the fact that one of her complaints is that the whole year she's been off to the sideline, she's been told what to wear, she claims she's been bullied from day one.
I was really angry when I learned about that. It was not right. And about 4 weeks ago, I started to pick up something was not right about the Miss America organization because I was reading newspaper article that was published by the Atlantic City Press. And she was telling the reporter, I can't answer that question. I get punishment for this. And I said to myself, what in the world is going on with that Miss America pageant? And so I went to the Miss America sister there. We got to do something.
And now the way it stands as of today, there are 20,000 signatures for Gretchen and Rebecca to resign. 27 state organizations have called for them to resign. 19 former Miss Americas have called for them to step down. They've come out with a statement today. In that statement, there is no apology to Suzette, but Gretchen makes very clear that she says she did not bully the reigning Miss America and takes issue with these characterizations. She wanted to have a conference call yesterday with both of you and others. Did you participate in that, Suzette?
No, I did not. Actually, I think there was a conference call this past weekend that she sent an email to 63 of the former Miss Americas. I responded that there are no words in the English language that would suffice her justifying how this young lady's been treated. This organization is the largest scholarship program for women in the country. And I have 2 children that I'm paying through college. It's very expensive to go to college if you want secondary education. These young women understand the ramifications of entering in a pageant. They understand the qualifications of entering a pageant, and they are participating without anybody's coercing them. And definitely none of them have signed up to be bullied by the leadership. We have poor leadership from Gretchen as well as Regina Hopper. It's a business.
Now, they've just given us an updated statement just this morning, and we're going to pick it up with that. It's about the swimsuit allegations here, because they've been accused of lying and misleading, and we're going to pick it up there right after the break. We're back now with former Miss America's Suzette Charles and Heather Whitestone McCallum, who are calling for change in the organization's leadership after accusations of bullying and silencing. Now, the Miss America organization gave us this comment saying that we support Cara. It's disappointing that she chose to air her grievances publicly, not privately. Her letter contains mischaracterizations and many unfounded accusations. We are reaching out to her privately to address her concerns. That's what Gretchen said, too. She tweeted out and then issued a statement last night saying, I'm very disappointed she didn't raise this with me privately, that she chose to do this publicly. Meanwhile, Miss America says that she is a whistleblower. Why do you think she didn't try to resolve this, quote unquote, within the family?
I'm sure she has. I have a very close relationship with everybody in Atlantic City because I'm from the area. And so lately, within the last year, I've been spending a lot of time in Atlantic City. Actually, Gretchen made me the liaison for Atlantic City. The reason is because CRETA, which is a casino redevelopment committee, gives Miss America, has a contract to give Miss America $11 million. This year, CRETA was not sure they wanted to give $4 million to the new leadership, Gretchen and Regina Hopper, and the new board. Because Atlantic City is a city that has wonderful casinos. We have 2 brand new casinos, but we need money for the city. So CRETA wasn't sure they were going to give this money, and we needed to create great relations with Atlantic City. So Gretchen appointed me the Atlantic City liaison. There were reports in the Atlantic City press that Cara wasn't happy. She was downgraded to appearances at a local Dairy Queen, for God's sakes. This woman has raised 15...
Why is that? Why? Why do you think she was downgraded?
She's been
She's
controlled.
focused on herself.
Yeah.
It's all about her. She wants to be on the, she wants to be the face of Miss America organization.
Gretchen.
Yeah, Gretchen.
Gretchen came out and issued a statement today, or it was late last night, addressed to Miss America, saying actions have consequences. Friday, as an organization, we learned that $75,000 in scholarships, which would have been the first scholarship increase in years, is no longer on the table as a direct result of the explosive allegations in your letter.
How can you be a chairman of an organization and blame your employees for discrepancies in a business arrangement? She's the chairman and there's a CEO. They're required as business people to raise money for the organization, for the scholarship, to have money to run the program, and she's now putting that responsibility on our current Miss America.
What do you make of the talking points, according to Cara, that she had to mention that Gretchen is one of the faces of the Me Too movement, and the tying of Miss America to Me Too?
The Me Too movement, it had nothing to do with the Miss America organization.
Nothing at all.
And also, she disapproved all of the plans that Suzette was making for the Atlantic City and Miss America organization. The only thing she approved is Gretchen Carlson Leadership Initiative.
That's right.
Gretchen Carlson Leadership.
She's doing a leadership initiative to speak and lecture during Pageant Week, which is when Atlantic City has every volunteer that's across this country that give their heart and soul to build this program.
Is she allowed to do a little cross-promotion?
No, she's not. She's not allowed to combine Miss America and the scholarship program with a Me Too movement.
Let me just ask you one other thing. The swimsuit competition went away. I know you say that was the wrong decision.
Wrong decision.
And we only have a short amount of time. But I know you've accused her of lying because she told you it had to go away in order for you to get sponsorship.
That's right.
Now, the Miss America organization gave us a statement just this morning saying that was a board decision. That wasn't just Gretchen. Your response to that?
A board decision where 2 former Miss Americas resigned and 2 state title holders were fired. Who was left in the board to make that decision? We were privy to a conference call with 63 of us former Miss Americas when Gretchen announced We are removing swimsuit. We're removing evening gown. There's no runway in this current program. And we have to do this because ABC will not televise us, and we will not be able to get sponsors. We're forced to do that. That's what she said.
Was that true?
We found out it's not true.
Okay, I got to go. But should Gretchen and it's Regina? Should Gretchen and Regina resign?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. And the board. And the board. Goodbye.
Listen, we reached out to Gretchen Carlson for comment. She did not respond to NBC's request, but in her statement last night, she did deny ever bullying or silencing the reigning Miss America. CEO Regina Hopper has not responded to Cara Mund's letter, and Mund has not yet spoken out since she dropped that bombshell letter. We're going to be right back. Don't go away.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.